Hey everyone, my car is now a year and a half old and it's just past 25,000 miles, so I thought I'd give you guys an update on how the M4 is going, what problems I've had with it, what changes I would make, etc, etc. In fact, it had just turned 25,000 miles. It was spot on 25,000 miles for this video, and I wanted to capture that, but then my buddy Brian borrowed it on Monday and drove it to Boston and back. So this is the 25,691 mile update. So yes, this car, I've had it for a year and a half now, and I have to say, no major problems. In fact, really the only problems I've had with the car have been through the sheer incompetence of my dealership. When I had the car delivered, they hadn't taken it out of the correct modes, and so the airbags were disabled, so they had to fix that. When I had it serviced recently, they damaged the passenger door, and when they've put it back together, they've sort of done something funny with the carpet down there, so it's got to go back and get that fixed. And the horn, it's been back in to have the horn fixed 3 times. The first time was after it went in for an oil change. The horn didn't work after that, and they said they've replaced the horn 3 times since then. It's working now, but who knows what they did to the horn. So yeah, it's no real problems. The only problem that's got nothing to do with the dealership is the breaking of the mirrors. I've broken the passenger visor mirror 3 times just because I put people in and out of that seat a lot. And if the seat's in the wrong place and you push it forward too hard, you can crack that mirror. So I haven't done that for a while, and hopefully I won't break that again. But to BMW's credit, they have actually replaced that mirror free every single time for me. I think it's because it's a little bit of a design flaw, having a mirror that cracks if you have the seat move forward in the wrong spot. But other than that, no mechanical problems to speak of, not that I can think of. It's been fine. The running cost of this car has been zero for me, apart from the cost of gas and insurance. I've just replaced the rear tires. I got probably about 18,000 miles out of the rear tires. Keep in mind that I cycle my tires to winter tires during the winter, so about 4 months a year I've got winter tires on. So I probably got about 18,000 miles out of the rear tires. And the front tires are still good. They've got at least half the tread. I don't know why the rear tires use up tread so much faster than the front tires. It's just one of those mysteries of life. Outside, the car still looks new. The paintwork has really stood up. I put the clear bra on the front, so that protects it to a certain extent. I've got a little door ding on the side, which is just from someone opening the door on the car. But other than that, the outside of the car looks brand new. I'm really impressed with how the car's stood up to the abuse that I give it. You know, I drive it year round. I let my friends drive it, so I'm amazed how well the car stood up on the outside. On the inside here, there were all sorts of people that were predicting a cataclysmic end of the world for me buying white leather and having a dog in the car nearly every single day. Well, I'm pleased to report that the dog Tui has done no damage to the leather that I can find. The leather still looks brand new. In fact, the only problem with the leather I can find is just on this bolster here. It's starting to wear a little bit, so I've got to be a little bit more careful how I ship my fat ass in and out of the car, so that I'm not constantly rubbing on that bolster when I get in and out, because that's the only part of the leather that shows anywhere at all. I just use the standard BMW leather treatment every, I don't know, 6 months or so. I put it on, and that seems to clear up any marks and keep the leather nice and soft, and as far as I can tell, like new. I'm really impressed with how this leather is wearing. Beautiful soft leather to touch, and amazingly it is wearing very, very well. So inside and out, the car's in top condition. Mechanically, the car's in top condition, no complaints. So let's talk about the options, and if I did it all over again, whether I'd change anything. I've been very pleased with the color of the car. It gets a lot of positive comments. There's new colors out now that I would seriously consider if I was doing it again, but yeah, I've been really happy with this orange. It's a great color, it gets a lot of compliments. The white, I'd probably do the white again, the white leather again as well. The other one that I think looks sharp is the black, and there's a new brown color as well. But yeah, I've had no problems with the white leather. I'd do that again. As for the options, the competition package is now out. That wasn't available when I bought this car. When you take into account that the competition package has the wheels, the leather, and the suspension, the competition package costs about $2,500 for that little boost of horsepower, the better exhaust pipes at the back, and a few other bits and pieces around the car. I think it's worthwhile. I'd definitely get the competition pack if I was buying this car again. I bought the Active M suspension, which is $1,000. I can't say I use it that much. I leave it in comfort mode all the time. This car is only ever in comfort mode, and even in comfort mode, it's a very stiff suspension, very stiff ride. It's fine on the highway, but any sort of bumpy roads, and you certainly feel it. And that's the only good thing about paying $1,000 for the Active M suspension, is that in comfort mode, it is a little more comfortable than the standard setup. The wheels at $1,200, I definitely like the bigger wheels. The smaller wheels look odd to me, so I'd buy that again. I got the executive package, which is $3,200, which includes the head-up display, the headlight washers, the heated steering wheel, the park distance control, and the rear camera. I would definitely get that package again. It's a little pricey, but I love the head-up display. The headlight washers, I never thought I'd use them, but when it snows heavily, actually that's pretty useful. I love the heated wheel, and the park distance and rear camera, obviously they should be standard in every car. The driver's assistant package, which is $1,700, I would probably not bother buying that again. That includes the blind spot on the mirrors, which I hardly ever notice and use. I don't think it's very well implemented in the BMWs. The side view and the top view cameras, which I never use, and the speed limit system, which is nice, but once again, I never bother looking at the speed limit. I just bowl on through anyway. So I probably wouldn't bother with the driver assist package. I got the parking assist, which is $500. I have never been able to get it to work. I must be doing something wrong. I don't think it's a fault of the car, but every time I look at the manual and I get into a parking spot and I drive past them and I have it all turned on, it never seems to recognize it, never seems to work. I've got it to work in other cars, but in this car, no joy so far. So that $500 has been a complete waste of time. I cannot get it to self-park. Maybe I'll get someone else who's got one of these cars to give it a try, see whether I'm doing something wrong, but man, I've tried it over and over again. I wanted to do a video on it, but I could never get it to work for the video. Rear sunshade at $350 is a complete waste of money as well, although I will say, see it's going up behind me now, it's nice and quiet, and it does shade too a little bit. $350, who cares, it's a cheap option, but yeah, I'll never really use it. As for the free options, the sunroof, or the moonroof as they call it, I would probably have got that if I did this over again. I really like having a sunroof, if for no other reason. I like to have a camera here when I do YouTube videos, and sticking it to a sunroof is nice. And I've got a sunroof in my other car, my little Golf, and I love having a sunroof. So, well, the carbon fiber roof is definitely the cooler option. A sunroof next time would be the way to go. Manual transmission, also a free option. If I did it again, I'd probably get the manual transmission. Not that there's anything wrong with the dual clutch transmission, it is fantastic, and on longer trips I'm so pleased I got the dual clutch. But for day-to-day fun, whenever I drive a manual version of the M3, M4, I certainly think, this is certainly more fun and more engaging. So I probably would get the manual transmission, although there's nothing wrong with getting the dual clutch. It's a fantastic transmission and certainly makes the car faster. LED lighting. If I just left the LED lighting as standard, I would have said don't bother, but as soon as I had the car coded and turned that LED lighting up to its full brightness, I am blown away. Definitely worth the $2,000 it costs for the LED lightings. They are fantastic once you turn off the US specs. So if you get LEDs, definitely get your car coded so that you get the full brightness of the LEDs. They're fantastic. And ceramic brakes, which I did not get on this car, which are $8,000. I would certainly never ever get that option. Everyone that I know that's got it have all said to me, I would never get it again. This car is grossly over-braked as it is. There's no need for that M ceramic brakes. And the people that have got it complain that they can be, when the brakes get wet, you need to jab on the brakes a few times for it to get back to its normal braking condition, which can be annoying. But otherwise, they're nice brakes, they look cool, and they don't put any dust on your wheels. But for $8,000, I just don't think it's worth it, so I'd never get that option. As for running costs, this car's been maintaining an average of about 22 to 23 miles to the gallon for me. Sometimes if I'm doing a long trip on the highway, I can get 26 to 28 miles to the gallon. So that's amazing for such a powerful car. Otherwise, there's been no real running costs, just insurance costs and gas. And surprisingly, maybe it's because where I live or whatever, but the insurance for this car is next to nothing for me. It's $780 a year. Incredible. In fact, I pay more for my Golf, which is only a $24,000 car, which is $820 a year for some reason. I think because they get stolen more, than I do for this $90,000 M4. So yeah, the running costs have been next to nothing for this car so far. It's good on gas, obviously maintenance and everything's free for the first few years, so no running costs whatsoever, and insurance has been amazing for me as well. As for how does it drive after 25,000 miles, well, I think it still drives like new. It is an incredible car to drive. I'm still blown away, even 18 months later, at just how much power this car puts down and the way it delivers the power. Not only that, you know, even when you're taking it easy, just cruising on the highway, it's a lovely, quiet, smooth, comfortable car. It's just, I believe, still the very best sports car in this price range for the money. You know, the Mercedes is now out and the Lexus is now out, and they are fine cars and I can see why people buy them, but for my money I would still get the M4. I just think it's a beautiful looking car and it's just magnificent to drive, and still I think the very best on the market in this price range. Okay, so that wraps up my 25,000 18-month update on my M4. Amazing car, still an amazing car. As I said, I think best in this price bracket, best all-round sports car on the market. It still blows me away every time I drive it, and I think it's the same. My friends that drive this car as well always get out of it going, oh my god, it's amazing. And my car is stock. You know, I haven't put any, the only changes I've made is coating to it to get rid of some of the beeps and bongs and fix the headlights and so forth. No power upgrades, no spacers, no nothing. I've kept it as stock as I can because I use it a lot on my YouTube channel, and even stock, it is just a magnificent car. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the car, leave them in the comments below or send me an email directly. But yeah, I hope this has been useful to anyone thinking about buying an M3 and M4. Even after 25,000 miles, still solid as a rock, no problems at all, just a great car.